Hello, class. Welcome to week 2 of Psych 508. As always, when you first get into the shell, please make sure that you check the announcement section. This is where I communicate most often about anything that's occurring within the class. Sometimes you'll get an email for these announcements, but other times, if I record the announcement ahead of time, you will not get an email. So always make sure when you first enter the shell to please check the announcement section, okay? So on to week 2. For week 2, we will be reading chapters 5 through 9 in the McGoldrick text. You can see here the various stages, the various topics that are discussed during this week. If you look in the readings and preparation folder, you will find a lot of different resources about just student notes, cognitive development, emotional development. So a lot of different resources for you to utilize as you're working towards what you need to for the week. At the bottom here, there is the personality portrait assignment description. This is due at the end of week 3. So it's there for you to start thinking about and working on. So besides that, let's go back to week 2. That's your resources. There's a video clip down here on Little Albert. And then what is graded this week? There's only one thing that's due this week. So that's why it's important, like I said, to start thinking and looking ahead. So this week you only have the discussion board. Your initial post is due Thursday by midnight. And then you were to respond to at least 2 peers Sunday by midnight. Make sure that you read through the prompts here, that within your initial posting that you have at least 2 articles outside the textbook that support your response. Make sure you cite those articles, use APA formatting, and then here are the different prompts to respond to with your peers. I'm going to be posting curveball posts like I did probably most weeks. This will allow you to think a little bit differently about topics possibly. I usually look through what folks are posting and try and pull out some themes. Usually try and make them application based as well. You are not required to respond to the curveball posts, but if you do, it will count towards one of your peer responses, so keep that in mind. But again, you don't need to. So that's what we have for this week. But as I noted, it does state here to start working on your personality portrait assignment that's due at the end of week 3 and to continue to work on your final assignment that is due the midnight, the end of week 7. So think about those 2 things. If you want to skip ahead and look into week 3, you can go down to the personality portrait and really look at that. Basically, just to give you a little summary, and if you start thinking about it, you're looking at developmental theories that we're talking about and working on applying them to yourself and your own personality. So you're going to look through the different questions and you're going to answer them. It's going to be in paper format. You need to make sure that you're applying these theories. You can utilize these different questions as headers, but don't put the question. Don't put like, are there aspects of your personality that you do not like or value? You could put for a header, personality attributes, or down here you could put problem solving. So don't actually put the questions in your paper, but you can use them to guide you for headers. But again, that's not due till week 3, but start thinking about it, start planning for it, start looking at your final assignment too. There's a lot of assignments that will creep up on you if you don't really pay attention and plan. So really start thinking about your personality portrait that's due at the end of week 3. That's it. If you need anything, please reach out to me. I'm always here to help you and support you. I want you all to be successful during this class, and I'm excited to continue on this venture together. Thanks.